Okay, guys, welcome to another video. Hope you're having a beautiful day today. I wanted to give another update on my journey to 100k in crypto. If you're new to the channel, I'm tracking two of my main wallets in this series, and the idea is to just see what the journey looks like to 100k. These are crypto that I've had for a couple years at least. So I started accumulating, I would say, well, my crypto journey really started end of 2021. So I accumulated most of my crypto between 2022 and, the ones in these wallets anyway, between 2022 and I guess early 2024. So in terms of buying, I haven't really been buying as much recently. I've just been enjoying the ride up. But as you can see, this particular wallet today is at 24,637. And that's down a little because we were actually, I believe in the last video, over 25k. The interesting thing is I was just reflecting today. I remember when this wallet was, it had less than 10,000 in it. It was like, in the 4 digits. And it's been amazing just watching it grow, from 4 digits to 5 digits, from around 9,000 to, then I saw it grow to even less than 9,000. I remember the times when it was like 6,000. Then I saw it grow to the 10 digits. And, then I was thinking, if only I can get it to 10,000. And then I hit the 10,000. And that was beautiful to see. And then, I was like, if only we can get to 15,000, and then we hit that. And if only we can get to 20,000, and we hit that. And now it's sitting at just under 25,000. We've even crossed 25,000 at one point. This is wallet number 2. This one also has just over 20k. Last time, again, it was over 21, but now we've dropped a little. And let me speak on that as well. On this journey, there's going to be ups and downs. I've been in this game for a minute now, and I've seen a lot of ups and downs. And I remember when the whole FTX palaver happened, and the markets absolutely tanked. And I'm actually kicking myself now because that would have been the best time to buy, because Bitcoin was down in the mud. I believe you could have bought Bitcoin back then for around $20,000 or even $16,000. That's how bad things were. There was a lot of fear and panic, and everybody was panic selling. And here we are, just a couple years later, and Bitcoin is sitting at all-time highs, and we're in 120 something thousand. And I had the opportunity to accumulate a whole Bitcoin on this journey already, but because I was new to crypto, I was still kind of finding my feet and trying to figure out what I was doing. I was getting involved in projects that were going nowhere, but they promised so much. And I'm sure some of you can identify with that. These different funny projects, and they're supposed to be the next big thing, and you're going to make a lot of money. So I wasted thousands of dollars following some of these projects, money that I should have just been using to buy more Bitcoin. And one day it finally clicked for me that, hold on a second. I'm wasting all this money following all these different projects, but at the same time, Bitcoin has been steadily growing. And if I just left my money in Bitcoin and these solid cryptos like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB, that I'd actually be better off. And that was the day I decided that I'm not following any more of these funny projects. I'm just going to focus on accumulating the solid projects. And that's what I've been doing. And that's why, I don't sweat the down times, because we've seen this happen before. We've seen this happen. Bitcoin has been flogged many times, but it's still here, it's still standing. So when I see it go down, I don't panic, because I know it will recover, just like it's done previously. And if I have more, I'm going to buy more. So that's how I kind of approach that. And I have friends, some of my colleagues at work that I told about Bitcoin when it was still sitting at around, I remember one colleague in particular, I told him to buy Bitcoin when it was still around under 40,000. This was before the Bitcoin ETFs got approved. And Bitcoin was still sitting around 30 something thousand. I told him, you might want to get in, because after the ETF approval, this thing is going to go ballistic. And he kept dragging his feet. And then recently, when Bitcoin hit 100K, he came back like, you know what, Paul, I should have listened to you, man. I would have more than doubled my money by now. And I was like, I hate to say I told you so, but hey. And you'd think that, he would have bought by now, but I think he's still kind of dragging his feet. I'm not quite sure. He sounded like he wanted to now jump on board and start buying, but I'm not sure if he's actually taken that plunge yet. A lot of people are still fearful, but that's great, because Warren Buffett said when others are fearful, that's when you should get greedy, and when others are greedy, that's when you should get fearful. So that's the update really on my two wallets. So our wallets are kind of down a little. So this one is down $264.16. That's about a 1% drop, which is okay. That's nothing. People are like going crazy because Bitcoin touched 125,000 and now it's back down to 121, and people are like, oh my God, it's like, that's nothing, bro. That's literally nothing. That's a drop in the ocean, man. But then I guess if you bought at 125 and it dropped to 121, then you'd be afraid. But all you got to do is just pick it up now at 121 and buy more and bring down your average, purchase price. But Bitcoin isn't going anywhere. That's if you're confident in the project and you've researched the project, then Bitcoin isn't going anywhere. Ethereum isn't going anywhere. XRP, these cryptocurrencies are here to stay. So it would have been great if you got in earlier, but it's not too late. This thing, and I'm not a financial advisor, you make your own financial decisions. This is just my opinion, but from my experience of how long I've been in crypto now, this few years I've been in this space, if you are sure you're in solid projects that you've researched, or you just stick to the top 5 cryptos, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, BNB, these guys, if you stick to these guys, you can't really go wrong. Again, we're down a little on this wallet as well, but I won't be surprised if by the next video we're back up to over 25K in the first wallet and to over 21K in this wallet. And even if we're down, it's fine. We just keep chilling until the market decides it wants to move up again. So that's my encouragement to you. That's the update for today. Thank you for following me on this journey. And yeah, I wish you all the success, happiness, and wealth on your own financial journey as well. Don't get discouraged. Don't think it's too late. Don't think you don't have enough money. Whatever amount you have, just get started with it, because you don't have to be great to get started. You just got to get started to become great. All right, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.